Hey, welcome back. It's the Movie Club with Friends, your favorite weekly show about talking about movies and stuff. This week, we're talking about Galaxy Quest. This is a Jared pick. Jared, why did you pick this movie?
Well, it's a bit of a lighthearted comedy, and after the last two movies, which is Apocalypse Now and 2001, a Snore Odyssey, I decided that we needed something a little bit more
zinger?
fun.
Yes, this is a real Odyssey.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, I'm going to go on and get into it. Now, I rated this movie a 8 out of 10, and I liked it. I think if I was more of a Star Trek fan, I would probably have given it a slightly higher rating, but that's never really been one of my interests. Still, I felt it was an extremely entertaining movie, pretty meta, which back in, it came out 2000 or so. I mean, there were some meta movies back then, but it was less popular than it is now. This is the first little comedy I think we've really watched, so I think it's a little different. I looked at different things. Which characters were my favorite? I think my favorite character was actually Guy in this movie. The red shirt, effectively. Constantly thinking he's going to die because he is the red shirt and he knows it.
So well. You know that he was trying to play off from Alien. What's his name? Bill? What was the guy's name?
Bill
Alien?
Hicks?
Yeah, Bill Hicks. He was trying to be he said he got his inspiration on how to act from Bill Hicks's Aliens.
I
you know how he's just
Game
like breaking
over, man.
down. Yeah, thinking he's gonna die. He's just like, I'm gonna act like that.
I love when they're in the ship, like landing on the planet, and he's like, I don't have a last name. I'm not important enough. And they're like, you have a last name.
In fact, even his first name is Guy. It's not like he's a John or a Frank or something. His name is literally Guy.
I thought they were calling him that to like be like rude. Like it took me a while to be like, oh, his name's actually Guy.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think I realized his name was Guy until the like their quote unquote end credits for Galaxy Quest reboot thing.
Yeah. But yeah, just an overall really funny movie. Definitely caught some of the Star Trek references and things like that, and it's just I really enjoyed it, and that's it for me.
Did you give a number?
I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
And I said I liked it.
Sorry, I must have missed that. I was looking at the Internet Movie Database page. Okay, so I'm going to give this movie a 7, and I liked it. This used to play all the time on TBS, and I hated it because it was always on. But it's been like years since I've seen it, and yeah, I thought it was really fucking funny. I laughed out loud a couple times. I really like when they're on the planet for the away mission, and they see like the little blue aliens. Sigourney Weaver says something like when they're like freaking out, they're like,
"Why did you not say her name confidently? What's wrong with you?"
It's hard to pronounce.
It's not.
It is.
She's so famous.
No, I know, but personally, it is hard for me to pronounce. So anyways, she says some line. She's like, we gotta get out of here before they eat Guy. Which is, like, so funny. It adds so much to that joke.
Sigourney Weaver was so amazing. Like every actor in this movie was just so good. They brought so much to the table.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I really think all of them were really funny. I think my least favorite character is Fred. He doesn't really do much, but like
what? Fred is hilarious. Like he doesn't do much, but he's still like.
But like Alan Rickman and Tim Allen and Sigourney Weaver are like they're so amazing.
One thing I forgot to point out about this movie is this movie was originally supposed to be an R-rated movie, and you can actually tell some stuff got cut out. Tony Shalhoub's character was high the entire movie. You can actually see Sigourney Weaver say the F word, but then they dubbed over it, and you can definitely tell.
That's funny.
It was
Yeah, they like kept it on purpose. Apparently, I read that. They're like, we're gonna dub over it, but they're gonna keep like the same
And
words.
I think that kind of adds to like the campiness they were trying to go for. I really like the scene where they're at the very end, where they're like trying to get to the button to stop the explosion, and there's like the mashers. And like Sigourney Weaver is just like, why is this in the ship?
I
know. This doesn't make any sense.
I love that. They're like, this is the worst episode ever.
Yeah. I think that's all I have to say, really. So
who was high the whole time?
Jared?
Tony Shalhoub's character, the engineer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Fred Kwan.
Yeah, Fred.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, he's a little slow in that movie, so I guess it makes sense.
I like the part where he's like, come on, give me a hug, you guys.
Yeah.
Or whenever they get transported up to the ship and everybody's freaking out, he's just like, that was a hell of a thing.
Oh man, no, that's the funniest when they first land in the ship and they're all shaking and freaking out and like the octopus monsters are coming up to them and like they can't do anything and they have all these weird tools.
You know,
that's the funniest part of the movie.
When Guy screams at that moment, like right when Tim Allen comes back, he's just like, okay, let me show you guys around, and like Guy just screams randomly at the top of his lungs. Apparently that wasn't in the script, and they didn't know he was gonna do that, and so whenever you see like in the film, you see Sigourney Weaver just freak the hell out from his screaming. Like that's all genuine. Like she didn't know. None of them knew that he was gonna scream like that. You just randomly did it, which just makes it like so much more funny to me. Like I love it, like improv acting.
Yeah.
It was definitely a movie where the actors had fun making it as well, which just adds to the humor of it.
Yeah. So we can hear from the Jew.
I really love this movie. I wasn't expecting to love it because I'm like, I don't know anything about Star Trek. I'll be honest with you. Like I don't know. Like I only know like William Shatner, and I don't like I literally like my knowledge goes not very deep. Anyway, but like this was so funny to me. This movie was just hilarious. I just thought it was really, really clever. I thought the actors were just amazing, like I mentioned earlier. And they all just played like such a cool part. It's just so good. Like I enjoyed every single second of this movie almost. Like I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Loved. Like it is like now like one of my like I also don't like parody movies. Like I'm not a big fan of like the Scary Movie or like that whole like maybe
epic
this kind
movie.
like maybe this kind of spiraled it. I'm not even sure because it came out when again, like 1999. Yeah, it had to have been like one of the first like parody movies that I can remember, that ever came out. So from my time, like I don't like obviously there's others.
I think Scary Movie. Oh no, sorry, Scary Movie was 2000. So maybe okay, there's stuff like Spaceballs and Airplane.
Yeah.
And Austin Powers, but yeah.
It just feels like a really well done. I'll be honest, I do not like Austin Powers.
No, Austin Powers is so funny.
Yeah, maybe I'd like it more as an adult, but I didn't like it. But that's what I mean. Like, I really don't like parody humor.
You know what?
It's so good.
I will say that I really think that this movie is underrated because no one ever talks about it. But like, it's all of it was funny.
It is considered one of the best Star Trek movies, though, which is funny considering it's not actually a Star Trek movie.
But yeah, it's one of the best Star Trek movies.
I just think it's just so good. I just loved it. It's so real. Alan Rickman, like Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, like every single one of them did so good. I even liked like the secondary, like the knees, or what did they call them? Whatever.
Oh, I don't forget their name.
And like Justin Long, you see Justin Long in his debut movie, and apparently, what's his name? The guy from The Office, Garrett. Right.
Oh, Dwight Schrute.
Dwight Schrute.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
Dwight was in
Rainn
it?
Wilson. Yeah, Rainn Wilson.
Yeah, he was one of the aliens.
Was he the one that died?
No, he didn't have any talking roles.
Yeah, he had a super.
No, he had
role.
one talking role. Whenever they're in the limousine going to the ship, or they're in the car going to the ship, he said, do you need any beverage? And I think he asked for a Coke or something.
Oh, I didn't even realize that was him, and also I didn't know that this was Justin Long's first movie.
Yeah, ever. This is his debut movie, and he did so good. Like, good for Justin Long, because he played a Trekkie through and through. That was, like, I just love that whole scene where, like, come on, get Kyle on the phone, like, call everybody. We got a situation. I just loved it so much. This movie was great. What a great pick, Jared. Like, thanks for it. Like, I definitely needed this lighthearted movie after all of this, and we also just watched the new Harry Potter movie. Very good. So I really need this.
Has anyone watched the movie Big Trouble? Also a Tim Allen movie?
Big Trouble in Little China?
No, just Big Trouble.
Okay, no.
No, I haven't seen that.
That was the other movie I was thinking about picking, but it has worse Rotten Tomatoes scores and everything like that, but I think it's a really funny movie. Maybe next time. We'll see.
An honorable mention.
Also, I didn't know Alan Rickman hated, he hates sci-fi. Alan Rickman does not enjoy sci-fi at all, but he decided. He said he couldn't resist it because he just thought it was really funny. He had to do it.
But then he's also in Hitchhiker's Guide, so
yeah, he is.
He did a lot of sci-fi. I guess maybe that's not a lot of sci-fi, but he's done sci-fi.
Harry Potter.
That's what I said. I was like, Harry Potter's fantasy, not sci-fi.
Well, sci-fi is just fantasy, but with lasers
and space.
Yeah.
You could have a whole conversation about it. Anyway, great movie, great pick.
So let's move on. Let's hear from Gabriel.
Okay. Overall, that was a pretty good movie. I'll probably give it a 6.5, and I liked.
Wow.
Only reason it's probably lower than most people is because there were jokes that made me laugh, but not all the jokes. Some of the jokes were kind of not, I guess, for me in a sense.
Do you have an example?
Robots?
What's that? What was that, Mike?
Oh, I said, do you have an example of like a joke?
No, I was actually thinking of one, but I can't think of one off the top of my head right now.
Okay.
I guess I'll. Man, what were the couple of things I was going to talk about? There were a couple parts that I wanted to bring up. How Tim Allen's character got like triggered off of two fuckboys in a bathroom talking shit about him.
Well, super cool, or not? I guess it's not cool, but trivia note there. They got that scene because that actually happened to William Shatner apparently. Like he discovered, and he says that that he discovered the exact same things about himself when he attended an.
Well, I think also like he just got shot down from Sigourney Weaver, and then he heard that, so it was kind of like two blows. But yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, there are so many. Like, I don't know. I feel like they had been doing that stuff for so long. He should know the fan base a little bit. Maybe he's just so wrapped up in his own ego that he didn't understand it as well. He was just like, "Oh, I'm amazing."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Everything like that, and it wasn't like I say know his fan base as in like those two kids were like making fun of him, like, "Oh, he's just a laughing stock." And when you look at his fans, he's not a laughing stock.
Yeah,
at least that's what it seemed like to me. They loved it, so I was like, it was kind of
his fans love him, but then also like. Why are these two kids going to this convention that they hate? Like, why were they there?
Yeah, that's the thing that pissed me off. Like, this is the first thing I said to Gabe and Garrett when we were watching. I'm like, why did you pay, like, real money to come to this thing?
Yeah,
then?
Let's pay $60 to go to this.
That's kind of loud.
Yeah, no, it made no sense to me. Like, really, really.
Yeah, so that part was kind of interesting to me. The aliens... Like, I probably liked 70 to 80% of their play. Like, I don't know. Sometimes the way that they would act was just a little too cringy for me sometimes. But there are moments where, like, whenever they're all, this is gonna sound a little dark, but whenever they're all dying from suffocating, it just looks so funny.
That sounds really dark.
No, they're moving around weird, and like one's like waving to the camera.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a parody, babe. It's supposed to look stupid. And I thought they did a pretty funny job on that. Yeah, I don't know. Overall, I think you guys are talking about or Jared was saying how it's meta and everything. I think if this was updated for like, it was made in '99. If this was updated for like 2010 and it came out then, it had a little bit updated things for my taste. I would have probably liked it a little bit more. But for the most part, no, I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah, I think this is something that they could do like a remake of, and it would probably be pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, and I didn't expect the ending. That was surprising to me. That they were going to crash into the fucking
into the convention. Yeah,
that was a really good ending. I liked that a lot.
Yeah,
kind of tied it all. So.
So this is kind of off topic, but I just remembered I wanted to bring this up. So when Sigourney Weaver talks about how, like, like, oh yeah, they always pay attention to everybody else. Like, I get 6 paragraphs written about my breasts.
Yeah.
Apparently that also happened. Like, that's a real life thing that happened to one of the Star Trek women. Like, she had an entire
Miranda
6 pages.
Sirtis?
I guess so. I don't remember, to be honest with you. I just remember reading it. And but yeah, she said that she got a whole 6 pages written about how she fits her breasts into her suit. And I love like so much of the parody of real life. It's just crazy.
Yeah. Well, let's hear from Garrett.
I don't know what to say about it. I really liked the movie. I'd give it an 8. Loved. And I guess if we're calling this a Star Trek movie, this is my first Star Trek movie I've ever seen.
You've never seen any of the movies?
Other than like the alternate universe movies.
Oh, like the newer ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen those, but this is like the first pre-2000 one, I guess.
Yeah, I would say there are a few you need to watch because you do like Star Trek.
Yeah, like Star Trek 3, the one where they save the whales.
Yep. Wrath of Khan, Nemesis.
I always wanted to watch, but I just never got around to it. Nemesis because
really
Picard is a Borg, but
No, I think Nemesis is the one with like his clone or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jared, we need your help.
I've never seen Nemesis. I have seen Wrath of Khan. So yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I like this movie. I've seen it before, and I enjoyed it then. I enjoyed it now. I don't really have much to say about it.
Okay. Jeff?
Oh man, this movie, I've seen this movie probably about maybe 8 or more times probably. It has a special place in my heart because the first time I saw it with my parents. I'm pretty sure it was on DVD. I don't think I saw it in theaters. They had it on DVD and we watched it together in our basement or whatever. And I just remember loving every moment of the movie because I was young enough to where like those little goblin people on that planet, like when their teeth showed or whatever, like that legitimately scared me. And I thought like the rock monster was so cool. I was like, well, like it was blowing my mind. It was blowing my childhood brain. It was just so fucking neat. And during that time, that was like my budding leadership time or whatever. So like the scenes with Dr. Lazarus and Quillick, like
never come up.
Never
so
surrender.
fucking hard. He was always like, I grabbed Thar's hammer, like he showed so much respect for him, and I was just like, love him. What are you doing? when he gets shot, that scene, I literally, like when I watched it the other day, I teared up watching it because it still hits me so hard. And then he gets like fucking so angry, he goes in the hallway and he starts running at the guy. Oh my god, it's so awesome. I think that's my favorite scene in the movie is that part. But just like every scene in the movie, I feel like is so well done. All the actors are just like they are so enjoying all of their roles in the movie, and they're just playing it to perfection. I feel.
Yes.
I'm giving this movie a 9 out of 10 and liked because I don't like sci-fi movies, so I wouldn't really talk about it in conversation. But it's definitely one of my favorite movies of all time.
I'm really glad I watched it just so I know where you get the never give up, never surrender from.
Yeah.
I didn't have that appreciation before. Now I know.
Yeah.
You'll also occasionally hear me saying that was a hell of a thing because I used that a good bit.
Really? Where did they say that again?
It's when
Gets
Tony Shalhoub's
teleported.
character gets teleported up to the ship.
Oh yeah, that's a hell of a thing. You do say that a lot, Sharon. That's true. I realize that.
What was that?
Okay, I don't know. Gabe's dying.
What? Poor Gabe.
Oh, and I remembered identifying with like the part where the kid's at home and like he needs to go to the fucking convention to set up the fireworks, and his mom's like, "You better take out that trash or whatever."
Oh my god, I love that part. I'm so glad you brought that up.
when they're like I forget his name, but like Damien, where are you? Where are you? When you see him running out to the curb with the trash.
I love that scene so much. Oh my god.
It was so funny. I was just like, that's my fucking mom. Right there. That's my mom. Like, you gotta do like, Mom, the fate of the universe, Mom. Jesus Christ. Now I think she finally gets it though, because now my siblings are like, we're in a game, Mom, and she's just like, don't bother them, let them finish. I'm like, now. I had to deal with that for fucking almost 20 years of my life.
Yeah. And the part with Tim Allen, he's faking being this leader guy, and he's lying to them for so long or whatnot. That kind of relates to what I did. So I kind of related in that regard, and I don't know. There's just a lot of parts of this movie.
Very, very interesting.
And we told the truth eventually, and we were still accepted by our loved ones and friends. Right.
Nobody responded.
Yeah, it's such a great movie. Every scene was fantastic, I thought.
Huh.
Agreed.
So Garrett is not here. Okay,
Sure.
so yeah, Johnny. Let's hear from Johnny.
Why isn't Garrett here?
Yeah.
He had a
mean
little
Tanner?
bathroom emergency.
Oh,
Got it.
okay.
Garrett already went, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh shit! Right.
For no reason.
Well, no, because he
Wow,
messaged.
just kidding.
He messaged me like, "Oh, I might not be there for my turn," or whatever. Just Johnny.
Okay. Okay. No, not a whole lot for me to say because you guys like really capped out on all my favorite parts too. It was a really solid movie. This is actually my very first time watching it. Surprisingly, I don't understand how we never watched it together, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know really what to say about it. It was just like overall just a really, really funny, like it stuck with I stuck with it the entire time, had me laughing throughout the movie. I'm glad I didn't look up anything whenever I first started watching the movie because I literally had no idea what this was about.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy.
I thought this was like actual Star Trek. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's honestly what I thought it was. I was like, Jared, oh man, Jared's just gonna, like, whenever he said Galaxy Quest, I was like, oh, okay, so this is gonna be like a dramatic, like, action-packed, like, sci-fi movie or whatever. But no, I'm pleasantly surprised that it was just kind of like making fun of itself. But yeah, I'd give it an 8 out of 10 and probably liked. But overall, yeah, you guys pretty much nailed everything else that I was gonna say.
We're here. It's a good movie, good picture. You haven't made a bad choice yet.
I try.
I don't think any of us have made a bad choice yet. Okay.
You shut the hell up, Mike.
Everyone has made good picks. Silence. Great. So next in line is the Jew.
Yeah. Why did you say that with a question mark?
It's hard to remember things. Also, there's a weird noise going on in my house right now.
So I want to pick a movie I've never seen before. So I'm not gonna have a full like thrown out like this is why I picked this movie. Other than the fact that I really want to see them, and I figure I want to do this with you guys together. So I am a huge Quentin Tarantino fan. I love him. I love all his movies, like all of them. But the only one of the main ones that I've never seen is his earlier works is Reservoir Dogs. Have you guys seen that
Good movie.
movie?
Yep.
In high school, so like a long time ago.
Okay, cool. I have never seen it, but I mean, I'm an avid like Pulp Fiction, like
For someone
Grindhouse, Kill Bill, Inglourious Basterds,
someone
Django,
who
Head
doesn't
Fleet.
like violence in movies, it's a odd love.
Yeah, but it's like super fake. It's different. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't like violence in movies. I don't like war, like
Okay.
real life war.
Sure. Yeah.
It's a very, very different.
Yeah.
I like horror movies. Like, of course, like I don't mind violence. I just don't like real life violence. And like Inglourious Basterds and Kill Bill, like all those are so violent. But they're very, very, very fiction. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing Reservoir Dogs, or I was gonna see because I've also never seen Die Hard. And I've always wanted to see Die Hard too. So I was gonna see which one less people have watched.
Die Hard 2
I've
or
seen
Die
both
Hard?
of those.
I've the first one. I've never seen Die Hard.
So I can promise you that Die Hard's gonna be on TV a lot next month. It's a Christmas movie.
I was gonna say, me and Julie and Garrett were talking about this. It's a little early to bring it up, but I guess we'll bring it up now. We can take a vote and we can skip somebody's turn for the Christmas week, and we can pick Die Hard. If
no, we're watching the Polar Express. Thank you very much.
Oh,
God.
no.
And have feelings of happiness for Christmas.
Hey, apparently that movie made children run out of it screaming because of like the uncanny valley is just too intense.
Apparently, Mike is speaking nonsense right now.
Anyway, okay, so it sounds like
Okay, Julie, I was gonna say I think we'd have more to talk about with Reservoir Dogs, but I would much rather watch Die Hard.
I think I'm gonna do Reservoir Dogs then because I love Quentin Tarantino so much. So I feel like it's not fair. Like I feel like I'm not a real fan because I've never seen Reservoir Dogs.
Okay, so we'll watch.
Let's watch Reservoir Dogs.
We'll watch
yeah.
Reservoir Dogs.
Good movie.
Okay, well, watch it and join us next week.
I literally don't know anything about what it's about, so this is exciting. I just know what the cover art looks like.
Quentin Tarantino's in it.
He's always in his movies.
Yeah, he's in all of them.
Yeah.
People do crime. It's good.
Okay, well, comment, share, like, and we'll see you next week. Say bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.